Good morning, guys. I'm at the golf course this morning. I was at um the river, but or it's the lake actually. Anyhow, and it was really pretty. I got like two pictures, but the wind was blowing. There's not a cloud in the sky, and the sun was not rising yet, and it just didn't make sense to be there. And I love the trees here. Honestly, it's not just because I love golf courses and how gorgeous they are. The way the terrain is laid out is so appeasing to me. But in this particular course, you will find in my photos that I probably haven't posted yet, sorry, but the trees are all very, very oddly shaped. Like huge Spanish live oaks, and I'm talking like, 10, 20 foot long right angle limbs and stuff like that. In fact, there's a tree right in front of me. Let's see if we can, that's just one example of the trees. As you can see, it grew perfectly sideways. And also the sun this morning is just mind-blowing. So we'll start at that's the least amount of zoom, right? And isn't that beautiful, guys? And look at that little play on it, right? Now, let's check this out. And I really do love, see that light? My most favorite thing is always going to be the rays, whether it's the moonbeams or the sunbeams. I love the rays of light. Don't get me wrong, the big sphere of light, it's awesome, but it's nothing like the rays that they put off. Okay, let's go a little more. Check out the fluorescent yellow outline. And it, for me, it has grown. It's probably extending out probably near an inch. And so either my vision is changing, and this is my max out right here. And, again, see the color on the grass? See the sparklies? Like, now you can just get wet grass to sparkle, much less the water. And I just love it. And of course, I'm always looking at the sun. The very first hour as the sun comes up, you can gaze right into it. Now, there are some mornings that I would say if you're not used to doing this at all, please be careful. You may not even do 10 seconds, okay? Especially if you have light-colored eyes. You just want to be real careful so that you get to enjoy the experience and not, even have like the trickster, I call it, where you get to enjoy the experience and an hour later your eyes are watering and you can tell that you have a very mild solar burn, as I call it. And the eye heals up pretty quick, but why do it if you don't have to? And I don't know. I'm not a physician or studied eyes or medicine. I don't know if there's a long-term effect or any of that. So just be real careful today. There's not a lot of solar plasma. It's when there's a lot of plasma. As you all know, it's not rocket science. 1 + 1 does equal 2. When there's a lot more plasma, there's a lot more energy to shine down or at us, So it's going to be a lot more brighter on the eyes. And in my opinion, there's probably an additional issue with that I'm probably just unaware of. Besides the brightness of it, I imagine there could be some other intensity or side effect of such plasma and brightness. Now, this sun is really tripping me out, but of course, always in a good way. I don't know about you guys, but because of my avid picture taking, and it has literally, look at that. Do y'all see that on the right side? It's probably just but I can actually see a difference in the surrounding yellow energy. And it's resting on the trees kind of. The tree line is straight across. Let's see. I believe I might just be seeing things, but that's okay. I pay attention. Don't want to miss anything, right? But yeah, what was I saying? I can't remember, guys. Gotta remember that I forget. You need to remember how much I forget. Anyhow, what was I saying? But I do want to make sure people are catching on, gazing at that sun. You start off for 10 seconds, okay? And then the very next morning, you go 10 more seconds. And then the very next morning, you go 10 more seconds. So the fourth morning, you should be at 40 seconds. So 10 seconds per morning. And eventually you want to get to where you can stare at it for 1 hour. But it should take you a long time to get there. And I'm just going to say a long time because everybody's different. And again, I'm talking with somebody who's starting from scratch. I'm not talking to those who already know the deal. And those who already know the deal on this, please feel free to comment, And because I'm always up for somebody trimming my edges, help me. The more I learn, the more I realize I have so much to learn. And I need help. So a simple comment, no bashing or anything like that, if you don't mind. The ones that I know that subscribe to me, I know they wouldn't do that. But, you don't want to not say something and then it can be said that it wasn't said. I don't know what's wrong with me this morning. Everything is silly. I'm really wanting to snap some shots of trees and stuff now. I'm standing right beside this gorgeous tree. It's my friend. It's probably thinking, God, I wish she would stop talking so much and so loud. So anyways, I just got the shivers like the tree is giving me a hug or something. Alright, now I'm really getting silly. But that's me, guys. I'm a little bit strange. I'm a little bit different. So, yeah, I hope everybody's having a good weekend. I just want to give a shout out to two females that I love so much that have really added a richness to my life that I didn't even know was missing. And as a woman and as a mother and as a spiritual person, especially one that's learning, this means the world to me. These people each they bring different characteristics and everything to the table, of course, but one thing that is so identical is the depth of love. And love for people, love for themselves, love for me, animals. I mean, just wonderful. And magically, I haven't had to really, the only work I have to do is just stay on my toes and be considerate and think before I speak. And of course, I drop the ball sometimes on that second one. I've always had a love of talking, even if I'm shy, because I am really shy, believe it or not. I know there's going to be some, even my kids will say, you are not shy. But I am. I'm just courageous. I'm just like brave. I was forced out of my shell as a child, so it's not that hard for me to do that part. But yeah, these two women have really added to my life, and they're allowing me to add more to my life. And that is probably the most clever and the most beneficial gift, and one that keeps giving, is when you love someone in a way and add to their life in a way that allows them to do that for themselves. And I really do believe after that happens that the love of that person evolves and grows, and that soon I'll be capable of loving, in a more expansive way. And I'm dealing with an issue with one of my teenagers. So that really does affect my emotions. It's challenging me to stay balanced even through crisis. I'm not winning all the time, but I'm not losing all the time either. And again, they've been there for me for that. This tiny little bird just flew right on this tree right here. You would think that it wouldn't want to land right next to the big lady talking with her loud voice. But how sweet. And I would wonder if they know how much I love them. It is so easy to love these animals, isn't it, guys? So easy. And I thank them so much for that, because it really feels good to love. And it really feels great to trust. It feels good to feel good about things. And I don't want to be too much, Get in the car, go down the road, you might hear me drop an F-bomb. But, gotta love me. Okay, long video. Love you guys. Have a wonderful weekend. Hope you enjoyed watching the sunrise. And Goose Creek, South Kakalaki. No, Goose Creek, South Carolina. Love you, bye.